Hi, this is Mike in Cincinnati, and this is my Hornady 366 loader. I'm presenting this video for those who want to know a little bit about the loader I have for sale, as well as the simple operation on how to use it to get a factory perfect shell every time. As you can see, I have shot and powder set up in the tube. Sorry about the extra light. I'm trying to put as much light on the subject as possible. For those of you that know the 366, I'll spare you the details, but as you can see, it's got two tubes, it's got a powder drop over here to the right. It's got a powder cutoff on off, and it's got the shot cutoff on and off. Other than that, if you're looking at this, it's because you know what you're looking for, and as you can see from the pictures I posted as well as this video, she is in excellent condition, and I will now demonstrate how this machine loads a perfect shell. Sorry for the shakiness, because unfortunately I don't have somebody here helping me hold the camera. But if I move the light, maybe we can shine the light on the particular machine. As you can see, for the other machines that I have set up in my basement, I take this stuff kind of seriously. What I have set up with this particular machine is I have a 1 ounce bushing in it. Obviously, I'll send a ounce and an eighth with it. Currently, what I'm doing is I'm trying to load a 1 ounce load with 15.8 to 16 grains of Alliant extra light, which will throw it out there right around 1100 feet per second. This is a 12 gauge, and I am using number 7.5 inch shot. In this particular example, I'll be loading a Hall, a Claybuster 1 ounce wad, as well as Cheddite primers. So to speed things up, what I'm going to do is I am going to this is a simple primer drop. I'm not going to feed a full thing of primer in there for the demonstration. I just dropped it. So when I pull the handle, the primer will drop and seat in that position right there. It'll oscillate over here, drop it in there, at which time when we pull the handle and seat the primer, it'll go to the next station. It is self-indexing, as you can tell from back here. This machine also has a separate resizer, so if you shoot one particular hole a lot, it'd be a good idea to resize it, because sometimes the bottom of the hull, the brass part, will get out of whack, and some semi-automatics will have problems cycling. So once again, here's how it works. This hull is fairly new. It's been resized. You can tell, maybe not from the camera, but it doesn't need resizing. So here we go. First process is depriming the shell. One pull of the handle down. Okay, I just did that really quick, but as you can see, the primer dropped and it's over here in the spot where it should be. Okay, so we'll advance it right to where, since I pulled it away so you could see it, the next pull will seat the primer, and then it'll advance over to the next station. Now the next station is where you turn the powder on. This little clip holds it in place so you don't accidentally dump it. You pull it out, this wire clips it back in place, and we will drop powder. Now at the end of this video, I'll show you, because I calibrate this and I use a digital scale, and I use a 20 gauge shell, which I'll show you later, as a means of occasionally checking the powder drop, so where you can get consistent drops each and every time. When I push the handle up, she advances over, but don't be a rookie. Make sure you turn the powder off. I've had some conversations with folks, and they don't like progressive machines because they're worried about powder dropping. Well, that's the nature of a progressive machine. But as you can see, it slides back in. It's stationary. It's not going anywhere. The wad finger throw out comes out. I will put the wad in, and then I pull down the next handle, As you can see, the wad has now been seated. It goes to the next station on the up crank. Now I'm going to move the camera. You can do this sitting down, but just to be really clear, I'm going to now turn the shot on. Okay, now I'm going to do this from the side to show you how the shot drops. Okay, the shot is dropped. As you can see, it's full. It indexes over to the next station. Now, almost made a rookie mistake. Turn the shot off because there's no hole in there and it'll drop shot all over the place. Now this machine, as you can see from my other machines, I have plastic trays set up underneath it to catch when you do make the occasional slip up on a progressive loader, to catch all the extra shot, because you will drop shot. So just be smart about it and put a tray underneath it. Any kind of tray will work. So anyway, going over to here, I'm now ready for the pre-crimp. Downstroke, it pre-crimps it. Okay, where'd she go? Okay, you can see the pre-crimp. I'll now do the post-crimp. Okay. Oh man, she's looking pretty. Okay, now the last one before it slides down the chute, it's pretty tough to see it. What it does is it puts a radius on there to where it'll slide into your gun more easily. Okay, so then that's the final crimp, and then when you back down, she drops down the hole, and as you can tell, the tray, you can fill up the tray full of it. This is the picture that I put on the site. That's a pretty shell. Primer seated all the way. Pretty shell, but you've seen a picture of this. Now the other thing I'm going to show that I missed, and I'm not going to redo this video, is if you want to check your powder drop. What I'll do, simplest way, is I got a little digital scale. Okay, I wait for it to turn on, set up. I'll put an empty hole. Now this is a 20 gauge hole that I cut down. I'll put the hole on there. Okay, it's reading 90.5. I'm going to tear it out, which means it's going to now zero out with the weight of the shell on there. When I bring it back, I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to turn the powder on. It clicks. Okay, it's going to drop powder. Okay, it advances over, but one of the nice things about you can always take the advance arm off and back it out at any time. So I'm going to back it out. And let's see what kind of powder drop we got. Okay, before I do that, turn this damn thing off, because if you don't, you will drop powder. That's how people make mistakes. So I'll put that on there, and bam, right at 16. So that's a good way to do it. Everybody has their own way of doing things, but that's the 366. Thanks for looking.